Hi everyone, I'm Tanya Srivastav and I'm from India and I'm a class 11 student and I am very much interested in space biology and space agriculture. Today I am presenting my innovative greenhouse idea, which would be a very multifunctional and futuristic. It would be a six-layer system, which having a super hydrophobic layer for dust protection, and which can be made from alternative and materials such as polycarbonate. And why it's different than existing greenhouse for Mars? So the first reason would be internal maximum water reusing and recycling capacity. The second would be contamination management without using much chemicals in space. Third would be don't require humans in Mars to monitoring. And fourth would be no longer a need for consistent nutrient supply. Like we just need initial nutrients for initial energy supply, and later this process would be carried out by closed loop of microorganisms, which can create their own ecosystem and further allow plants to grow there. And fifth would be it is an attempt to convert slowly Mars regolith into Earth-like one, and of course it would be a multifunctional. So if we move to its internal design, the layer one would be Arugul blankets, which is the mixture of silica plus fibers. And an example of it could be Aspen Aruguls. It can be commercialized and it helps in lowers the temperature. And 2 to 3 centimeter layer should exist in the first layer, and the second would be a film. It helps in diffusion of light absorbed by first layer and diffuse it evenly in the system, and also help in decreasing heat because layer 1 and layer 3. And layer 3 would be based on an ETFE membrane, which has basically two functions, that it allows sunlight and gases to exchange, and also provide a basic segregation to the system. So third would have a LED and solar panels, or for like a larger energy production, we can also use solar irradiance. And like layer 4 would be gas sensors for different type of gas, like O2 we can use different type of sensor, for CO2 we can use different type of sensor as MHZ19b. And as I said, that layer 3 and layer 4 both will be on ETFE, as it let gas and sunlight to pass, and provide a systematic segregation to system without altering its function. So I think the photo and like how can this can be look is visible on my screen. And the level 5 would be the main conducting area, which consist of like many components. One of them would be perlite, which also help in enhancing the water retention, and also increasing the microbial survival. And we also have micropods, which having the nutrients such as NPK, Mz, and Fe, or other carbon sources which help in initial energy supply. And we also have like solid hydrogels, which would be basically made by gray water, which shows like we are reusing the water. And at the same time, this solid hydrogel will help in less contamination of the system. And for other components in this layer 5, we have microorganisms, and we actually use two type of microorganisms, archaea and anabina. And this archaea and anabina is not like a symbiotic organisms in normal habitat, but if we took in the case of a very exceptional and like a very challenging environment, as we talking about Mars habitat, this will eventually work as semi-autonomous symbiotic organisms. That is actually proved. So we can use this both organisms there as creating a microbial community. And the best part of this both are like they are a great cyanobacteria, increase a great amount of exopolysaccharide, and also they show a consistent like they show a very consistency in their growth and all their activity factors, so it is very easy to monitor at the same time. And we also include one more bacteria named as Bacillus subtilis, which help like the contamination and the waste product excreted by Anabina and Archaea. This bacteria will eat, and also not like this bacteria is like particularly not excrete any harmful product which can lead contamination. So eventually this whole system is self contamination managed by like all this community sort of. And we also, even in like this fifth layer, we have one more components of bioindicators of like phenol rate, because we took some sensors and all. So I guess it's very easy to, if we put color indicators and reduction and oxidation indicators in the system to monitor this this whole system that it's working or not. So we also have bioindicators and oxidation and reduction indicators, and also indicators for microbial activities. This indicator changes color based on environment condition, giving a quick way to check if system is working or not. And the last layer would be layer 6. It also have like three parts. So the first part would be a hydrophobic membrane. So it basically helps that the water would not exit out of the system, and of course for reassuring maximum water uses. And between them we do have a dense ceramic porous interface for radiation protection and insulation. At the same time, it allows exopolysaccharide and oxygen, which is actually produced by Anabina and Archaea, to get out of the system, to exit in the Mars habitat, and also it can be commercially produced. Um, and the specifically engineered one-way diffusion membrane would be the last layer, which is touching the real Mars ground, because it also protects to stop toxins and carbon dioxide to coming on the system, and it provides like a one-way going. And for futures, we have goals as make a breathable environment which can be created. Layer 5 would be a noble place for growing plants, and the third would be mass regolith transformation by exopolysaccharide secreted by semi-autonomous symbiotic cyanobacteria. EPS enhances water retention and microbial survival. In mass regolith, and EPS meditate regolith stabilization and nutrient retention. And the third would be EPS helps in mitigate environment stressors like toxin, salinity, and radiation. My work do get some help. Like I took microorganisms choosing with the help of Professor Bruners, who is actually professor at Pennsylvania. And also I got some layering advice from Professor Yamagasi, and also some important feedbacks that is currently I'm working on. And here is my reference. So thank you for listening my presentation. That's all from my side.